Barack Obama, our president for almost 4 years, will be running in this year's election. I strongly approve of President Obama as president once again because I feel as though he's a great leader for our country. By definition, abortions are the voluntary termination of pregnancies which result in the death of an embryo or fetus. A woman named Rain Krabach has never wanted children. When her and her boyfriend moved into an apartment, she decided to go on birth control. However, after trying 3 different dosages with 2 different brands within 6 months, due to constantly becoming ill from the medication, Rain became pregnant. She had been expelling the medication along with her breakfast. She felt as though her destiny was out of her control. Rain made the best choice she could make for herself. She had an abortion, and for Rain, she was glad she had an option. Rain's story is similar to many females nationwide. President Obama once said, "A woman's ability to decide how many children to have and when without interference from the government is one of the most fundamental rights we possess. It's not just an issue of choice, but equality and opportunity." Obama is a strong believer in equal rights. He believes that all women should have the freedom to make their own choices regarding their bodies. In future health-related concerns, fewer and fewer Americans have health insurance, with nearly 46 million Americans without health insurance and 25 more uninsured. Over 70 million Americans are not receiving the proper medical care that they deserve. One young girl named Sarah Edkins was beginning to have kidney failure due to an untreated kidney stone. She was only 24 years old. Sarah had been unable to find a full-term job with benefits, so without health insurance, Sarah was unable to receive treatments for her chronic kidney stones. Thankfully for the Affordable Care Act, Sarah was able to go on to her father's plan. She was able to have emergency kidney surgery. The doctor told her that if she had continued to avoid treatment, she would have died. Before this law's approval, nearly 13.7 million young adults from ages 19 to 25 were uninsured. President Obama signed this act on March 23, 2010. He believes the time has come for universal health care. He has stated, "I am absolutely committed to making sure that anybody in America who needs health care is going to get it." Even though Sarah received her treatment, many are not as fortunate as Sarah, who was under the age of 25. Therefore, President Obama wants to create a government-sponsored health insurance program that would help people in similar situations like Sarah. As for international affairs, President Obama is a strong advocate for reducing the number of nuclear weapons in the U.S. Back in early August 1945, 2 atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These bombs caused devastating effects such as radiation, destruction, and death. Therefore, President Obama wants to stop the nuclear program in Iran as well as minimize the U.S. creation of nuclear weapons. He has stated, "If we want the world to de-emphasize the role of nuclear weapons, the United States and Russia must lead by example." President Obama has pledged to work with Russia as well as China in order to further nuclear arm cuts. With November 6 approaching relatively soon, many U.S. citizens are questioning if President Obama is the most qualified candidate in this year's election. Without a doubt, President Obama has proven himself as a leader and deserves to remain as the President of the United States because as a president, he understands what is right for our country and our people, especially many controversial issues such as abortion, health care, and our nuclear program.